Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This is Jabo with another video for you. This is the Rio Bravo 22 WMR, which is very well made. It's got a laser etched. You can feel the edges on the etching. Everything that's black feels like it's raised because it is etched. It's not painted on. Very good quality feeling. Trying to describe this because seeing these online, you just don't get the texture and all that. So I'm trying to describe that. And speaking of that, this polymer forend on here, while it looks plastic when you see pictures and you're just going to say, well, it's just cheap plastic, it's very solid. It feels quality when you hold it. And it's very solid and well made. And of course we have the blued barrel. You typically see the polymer hooded front sight with these optic pipes in there, which gives a very good well lit sight picture. You can see how well lit up that is indoors. Outdoors, it's like you don't have any trouble at all picking up a sight picture. And the loading tube, typical for 22 style. This is the 22 WMR. And you have the twist and remove magazine tube follower with follower. And just unscrew that cap and then pull the tube out. Everything works nicely. Nothing fancy here. Everything's typically the same as you usually see. And you just put that back in here, twist that closed, you're all ready to shoot after loading. And my brother, who this belongs to, wanted me to mention that online and everywhere else, it says that this is 12 plus 1 for a total of 13, but this actually held, and this was just your basic WMR ammunition. It was 13 plus 1 with no problems. So I don't know if they listed as 12 plus 1 because that's generally what most ammo will do, or if there's variations from brand to brand. Like I have a shotgun that sometimes is 5 plus 1, but other times it's 6 plus 1. I have another one that shoots 8 plus 1, and you know, sometimes you can squeeze an extra round in if it's just a hair shorter than other rounds. As you fill up the magazine, it makes up, it saves enough space to fit another round, albeit tightly, but everything fit just fine in this with no issues with 13 plus 1. So, in case you wanted to know that. Also, your basic no frills Rossi styled rear sight, up and down with a spin wheel, very easy to adjust. And then your windage left and right, typical. So you don't need any tools, even though it does have a little screwdriver notch in there. Maybe you're somebody that has neuropathy and you can't feel things too well and you want to use a screwdriver or whatever reason that would be there. The action on this, the bolt, is very smooth out of the box and very quality feeling. I need to stress that. The quality of this for what you pay for it is exceptional. I am beyond impressed with it. This is my brother's rifle. I'm going to get one of these, and I own a Rossi S22 that I shoot the hell out of every weekend. It's an absolute treat, and it has been flawless. It performs. And this has been no different. Shooting it yesterday for the first time. Tried to do this with one hand. I hope you understand. But, you know, you see how smooth that is? That's just one hand. It's like butter, and you will see it break in over time. And you're seeing a little bit of the, let's get the serial number on the bolt. Make sure it's matching, I guess. You can see a little bit of witness marks here starting to show up just from the one day shooting it. Over time, that metal will completely break in and be like, it's already buttery. So this is like, I don't know how much of a view we can get inside here for you. So then you have the integrated rail on the top, which is the style for 22s. So whatever scope mounts you want to use, it will have to be that style that's for 22s. All kinds of stuff available, accessories. But you get your polymer hooded front sight, and this barrel band is plastic. You know, and it sounds really bad to say something's plastic, and they always call it polymer, but it's plastic. But this feels like a very good quality and solid. There's nothing flexible or cheap feeling about it. It feels like a good quality polymer, if that makes sense. Would it be better if it was metal? Probably. You know, obviously. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, for example, we go shooting, sometimes it'll be 18 degrees, 15 degrees with a wind chill. It's very cold, winter, blustery. Haven't had any problems with rifle plastics cracking or breaking other than one of those cheap heat shields you can put on a shotgun for 20 bucks. Those do not do well in freezing cold weather. But things like this, I think, haven't had any issue with my RS-22. Shot it every weekend, all winter. We go shooting every weekend, you know, year round. So, yes, that does get expensive. But the only thing that I saw quality control wise with this is this little butt plate, which is held on by 2 screws. Nothing fancy. If you loosen those 2 screws, you can readjust this, I believe, but there's a little proud lip here. And it's a little proud coming this way and this way. So it's kind of needs to go tilted back this way. And if we flip it over, it's a little proud. This side's more even. It's a little proud down here on the buttstock side, and the butt plate is tilted more that way. A little bit. So just loosening those 2 screws and adjusting that little butt plate is about the only quality control issue I saw on this. Everything else lines up well, fits well. All the seams and joints look okay where the stock meets the metal part of the body. It's got a little scar here already. Down to the metal, so there's a little mark here. I don't know where that got picked up, but you use a rifle and it gets marked. So we only had it out there yesterday, so somewhere in between there so that happened. But anyway, everything functions, good quality. Stick around for the end of this video. There will be a short shooting clip of this. I don't believe it was completely sighted in perfectly when the video was shot, so there's a couple of misses, but not by much. It's one of those ones where, you know, you hit the edge of the target or it misses or something. But a few more rounds and a couple of tweaks, it'll be fine. Very easy to adjust with these sights. So that's about all. I mean, it's no bones, no frills. There's not really too much to talk about more other than it's such a good quality for the money paid. $320 something, I believe, 330 for this particular model with the etching. And, you know, it's just a quality polymer stock, a quality polymer forend, and the action on this with the bolt. It's something you see in videos, people say it, but when you have it in your hand and you operate it, you understand how good this is. This is so much better for the money paid. You can't go wrong getting one of these. So far the Rossi rifles have been great. We have the R92 series with the 44 Magnum. We've used two 357s, and we also have two RS22s and 22 LR. And this shootability quality, in my opinion, compares to the Henry lever action 22 LR. And I'm not BSing about that. It's that impressive. So I just can't imagine better bang for the buck than that. And if this was made in America like Henry's are, it would probably be another $250 added to the price tag for a $500 or $600 rifle. So, you know, take that for what it is and enjoy. I mean, I want to get one of these. I'll either get one like this and one with a wood stock. Get one of each. I mean, they're affordable. So I guess that concludes this review. Hope you enjoyed it. This is the Rossi Rio Bravo, the 22 WMR, which is the Magnum rounds, which is very fun to shoot. Great feedback from this rifle, as you will see in the shooting video coming up right now. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Rio Bravo 22 Magnum.
The Rio Bravo.
Much better quality than I expected.
It's like butter. Very impressed with the
surprise.
quality of that,
Nice
big
guy.
time.
American flag. Both sides.
Printed on or etched?
Looks like maybe laser etched.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm impressed with the forend on that.
Yep. It's got some heft to it.
Right, you look at it and you're like, okay, well, that's like a plastic front grip. Well, it feels very solid, like quality.
Yeah. Pleasantly surprised with this thing. Very much so.